In 1982, 29-year-old sailor and naval architect Steven Callahan set off alone from the Canary Islands in his tiny 21-foot boat, hoping to cross the Atlantic to the Caribbean, as he'd successfully done once before. About a week into the voyage, in a violent midnight storm, a sudden crushing impact, likely a whale or debris, ripped open his hull, and his beloved boat began sinking in minutes. With no time for a mayday, Callahan grabbed an emergency bag, a sextant, flares, some rations, and a spear gun, then plunged into a 6-foot inflatable life raft as his boat disappeared beneath the black waves. At sunrise, he found himself utterly alone on a flimsy yellow raft, hundreds of miles from land, with a little water, a few rations, some damaged solar stills, and his knowledge of the sea standing between him and death. He fought first for fresh water, endlessly repairing his fragile solar stills and praying for rain, often surviving on less than a cup a day, while salt sores, sunburn, and exhaustion gnawed at his body. When the food ran low, he turned the ocean into his hunting ground, fashioning a better spear, catching mahi-mahi around the raft, and sharing his tiny floating world with circling sharks drawn by fish blood. Treating the raft like a failing machine, he constantly patched leaks, adjusted a makeshift sail, and used a sextant, a watch, and hand-drawn charts to ride currents he hoped would slowly carry him toward the Caribbean. One day, a huge cargo ship appeared. He fired flares and waved desperately, but his tiny raft vanished in the swells. The ship sailed past, and he realized no one was coming. After 76 brutal days and roughly 1,800 miles adrift, skeletal and covered in sores, he finally drifted near Marie Galante, where local fishermen spotted birds circling, found his shredded raft, and towed the barely standing survivor to shore. Callahan later described every detail in his book Adrift, and survival experts still study how one small raft, a few simple tools, and a relentlessly problem-solving mind kept a lone sailor alive against the vast Atlantic.